More skills. Yeah, let's just go. Stealth is good. Just give 5 for stealth. I don't like stealthy. Another 5 for melee. And let's go testing like 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Stream, do you work properly? This is kind of an eyesore. I do not know if I have sound. I do hope we have sound. Bananas. Let's see here. I mean, I do have sound. My voice has sounds. That's kind of weird, but I don't know. Let's proceed. I just hope so. Oh, I'm gonna mute my monitor sound here. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait, I forgot. I can check it on my phone, right? Good golly. Let's check it out here. Okay. Guys, I'm just checking if I have sound. I apologize for the delay. Okay, so I think the game doesn't have a sound. Wait. Oh, popsicle sticks. Game. Okay. Okay. Why don't I have sound? This is technical issues everywhere. My life. Very good. Okay. There we go. Output on game. Hey, we got sound. Okay. I think we can proceed. Okay, let's go. So, our quest. Oh wait, let's first fixed perks, we'll probably go with sprint. Faster sprint and apply. Want to run away from, danger as soon as possible. Okay, and then we'll go down here. Companions C and V can command your companions to use their abilities on the enemy you are targeting. Okay, cool. And the perks that we want for this person is to have more health. No, actually she's not. Increase the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies, making them more likely to attack this companion. Yes, please. Yeah, I am going to use her as a bait. Ooh. Okay. Next, we'll be doing some side quests first, so that we can level up our character here. Let's go with the dialogue quest here. Let's go. Okay. That's cool. Okay, where is that dialogue question? Oh, it's here. Okay, gotta get up. I thought my companion was the enemy. Oh yeah. Logic module. The geothermal plant in the northwest portion of the region has been taken over by automechanicals. Love Lake wants you to infiltrate the plant and retrieve a logic module from one of the automechanicals there. Okay, let's go.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Thanks.
Please don't kill me. Plasma, let's go with the shotgun. I think I know if you have a shotgun. Hey bro, thanks for the like, bro. Oh, by the way, I found out that if you guys give me a heart emoji or what, it doesn't pop up, or like I don't get a notification. So if you guys want to notify me, just hit the like button.
Affected.
Oh, what?
I'm on it!
Yes, you're on it.
system. Down.
Sorry!
I pressed C. Shit, I didn't know. Oh goodness. Oh, cuz gave me a heart, and I didn't even get notified. That's why I have my other laptop. I am the master of loot, and now my character is walking slow because I'm full of loot. Okay, item repair. Keep blah blah blah. Yes, I know you need to repair your items because if you don't, they're gonna lose. Oh, fancy! You can actually. First time doing that. Okay, so this is. I'm gonna compare these two guns here. 215, 215. Kind of the same, but. We can put this in the got two here, right? Yeah, we can use jump. Okay, we got armor. The armors, we got the this one is the same thing as this one, +5, so we can put in junk. Same with this one. Here would be 4 and 4, right? And we can put in junk. 5 and 5. We can put you in junk right there. Oh, fancy. 17 armor. Kind of heavy, but there's no additional things. So I'll just put you there. This one is 3, 4, 5. So we can throw everything because some items have perks. And we might need those perks. This is liquid caffeine with boosters, adrenaline high, movement speed +20. Really attack weapon, attack speed 20%. Crash all attributes -1. Walk speed is -10%, so it makes me slower. Heals. Ooh, I like this. We'll just put this here. Cool. Shield is not. How do I? Oh, crap. No. Okay, I think we're gonna go in there. This is working. Okay. Oh, nice. We can sell stuff, so we can sell junk. Hold the sell. So anything that is here is one sold. What's the music? It's like oh my gosh. No one heard that. Thank God. planet? Okay.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Wait. We're doing the module, right? Go back, companion. You stay there. Where's that part? What's that robot? Oh man. Oh, I know now. Because it's a bot, so I can use this one. Oh my gosh. It has to make an animation to go up. Go away. That's gonna kill me. Enough of the star. Return. One message. Four. Hey, why you here, man? You should be
Okay,
somewhere else.
moving out.
That's amazing. Cool. Stay there, man. Stay there.
Here we go! Okay,
Goodness. Like, where we go? Like, you're so far away. Okay, access files, chaos everywhere, mechanicals gone, haywire, gunfire here, some screws all over, I think that was someone's leg would like to be ready for the day. Please do not let me please speak from my face. Thank you, proud to be a member of Special Trace. It's like everyone's dying, like, he just died. Oh my gosh. Why are you popping up everywhere? No, we're going down here because we're following the... Oh, I got you. But... Ooh, oh, new internal security chief card. Optional. Is it optional though? We can try. Spacer top secret sector. Okay, it has been updated. Thermal log and geothermal plants has been locked in the storage room across the hall. You need to find a key card in the room unless you can plan. Security chief responded by making his way down to the control room. So I have to go to the control room. Great.
Wow, you got that?
Yep, I did got it. Oh my gosh.
I'm going.
Just 3 hits. 3 hits. 3 hits, guys, 3 times. Don't turn around. Not turn around.
Here we go! Don't mess with us.
Yep, almost there. Oh, I could have gone down here.
Oh, so
Look out!
Okay. You were Here's the only issue with a plasma gun. That always often dies. Not die. Disintegrated or something. Repair. There's too many techs. Too many techs. We're gonna push through, and that's good. Alright. Borrow a copy of the Young Space Guide Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. Where is this?
Not a peep from me.
This is huge footstep. There we go. Hey, nice guns, Rishi. Thank you very much. companion was not useful. You were not useful. We're gonna try again. We're gonna try again. By the way, guys. Out of was actually I'm just gonna walk outside here. I think marauders are easy to kill than those things. Yeah, that wasn't easy. I know it's let's go. It's not the worst unless it's worst. What? Where? Oh, I forgot. Lucky was in. Oh yeah. He's outside. I'm not going inside. Titus. Android. What? Blood and revenge are hammering in his head. Great. Good thing I went to that paper.
When I was little,
Hello.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Yes, I did.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Nice. Speeders are now friendly. You have gained a shock quick hit cartridge. We should increase our lead. Alright, that's good. Increase our gun firing magic there. And yeah, we're gonna increase our. I would accept those. Combat abilities. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Okay. Perks. We are going for increase our health. Yes. We need that. Journal. Okay. We got one more. We're gonna go with another side quest. Oh. I am inventory so full. We gotta store this up. I don't know where though. Salt tuna special blend of herbs and spices. That's right. Days for 4%. Okay. Okay. That's good. Visitors found a flaw in you. Flaw tutorial. What? During your adventure, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with a perk. The choice is yours. Give me a perk. You can't seem to stop yourself from eating, even food that's bland or horrible. Not eating often will cause withdrawals. Effects is that food addiction, withdrawal, dexterity is 1. Perception -1, temperament -1, perk. So we 1 perk for 3. Nope. I reject that flaw.
Where are we headed?
No, I was going to open the door. Okay, we are good now. Let's go. Oh, it's here. I don't know what to do, man. All I can do is just sit here and wait. Oh, by the way, guys, tomorrow if you want to join, I'll be streaming on Instagram. Do some unboxing. Then we do unboxing. I'm creating my setup here. If you guys want to join me, join the stream on Instagram. Where is this? Okay. Good news, I'm alive. Okay, starting to feel a little bit better too. There's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow some food or something that passes for food. Anyway, Adelaide, or I forgot what her pronunciation is, boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink twice a day for my symptoms. I suppose tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run a airwave. So I've been catching up on my serial dramas, Masked Marketeer, What Would I Do Without You, Go Crazy, most likely, Crack Up Murder, All My Neighbors, and Run Truly into the Hills like some wild marauder. I don't know, that doesn't sound too bad. I could see myself leading a cadre of marauders, a band of bandits. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits? What would we call ourselves? The Formidable 14, the 100 Hooligans featuring Zoe Bandit Queen. Okay. We gotta examine. So that's it. Then no more Edgewater for me, no more cannery, no more jumpsuits and bros. Yes, ma'am, and would you like another? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery and I don't think I'll ever have looked back to this journal many years hence and tell yourself, oh wow, I did hate the veil once, did I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much during the time. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself. When I'm sick, don't I? Whatever. Whatever happened to be survived by one's bootstraps. Oh, but you misappropriate one box during the time. And suddenly you're committing murder. Okay. What else can you tell me, Zoe? What did I take? I don't know what did I take. It was a poster, right? It was a poster. There we go. Inspect. Okay. I'm trying to zoom out here, but Ruth Bellamy as Hawken Helen, Spencer Woolwich as Chief of the Savages, featuring real monsters from the Doom world. Terror on Monarch. Okay. 12 amazing episodes. Okay. Passcode. Can't even read the passcode. It's gibberish. Journal. Codex. Logs. Those. Okay. Well, today's the date, Zoe. Today's the day that you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild free spirit bandits living in the camps out in the hill, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires, probably mounted the heads of their enemies on a spike as a warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort, ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some from Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of saltuna should last me a couple weeks if I ration. Got some Adrena time too. Everybody loves Adrena time, even Marauders, right? I got odds. Those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of Adrena time before their eyes. This is gonna be great. Look out for Terra 2 Bandit Queen. So, Bandit between zoes. Origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of marauders at my back and call. Maybe I can even score some rewards. Okay, so you join the marauders. Oh my gosh, why would you join the marauders?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Wait guys, give me a second. Be right back. Alright guys, yeah, I just heat up some food and I'm gonna continue in a bit. Okay, just hang in there guys. I'm just waiting for my food. We're gonna play while I eat. Yep, while I eat. Give me a second here. Okay, something I can help you with. Told you when someone's gone missing.
You mean Zoe?
Oh, you mean Zoe?
Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Looking around. What happened as Zoe disappeared and something about was he acting strange when she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
You sound like some type of corporate fixer. All these questions. What happened in the day?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
Oh my gosh, where is Zoe?
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
Okay. Oh, wait, guys, be right back. My food is ready, I think.
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. Hey, I got time.
I am back. I'm back. Alright. What I have right now is pasta. That is good pasta. Very good. Come on, Zoe. Yeah. Or I'm just hungry. Probably. I'm hungry.
I'll help if I can.
Okay.
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Where did you go, ma'am? That's all I can ask you right now. Detective will be back. Okay. Where are we going next?
Something I can help you with? Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Where are we going? What is this? We gotta go there. It's kinda far. Oh, yeah. We're walking. Oh, it is lunchtime.
We made it!
Around in front of Oh, and I am full of food again. But first, let's have some pasta. Let's go. I'll be right back, guys. I'll finish this pasta real quick. Okay. Okay. We are back. Okay, we're running. Oh, yeah. We gotta reduce some stuff. weapon. Oh, fuck this.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Cool. You'll never defeat me, guys.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of The Masked Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Yeah, better go. Oh my gosh, why am I carrying so much stuff here? Still. Oh my goodness. Can't check.
What is it?
Well,
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I am guessing we are hooligans. Yes, we are. Point of interest. Alright. Where are we going? Where are we going? First, let's fix our stuff. Fix our weapons.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. Let's go. Let me explain. Fix the weapons there. We'll just use the storage room here. Okay. We want the plasma is good. Okay. Plasma. So that's what we want. Okay. Yeah. There's two of these. Warning, safety failures. Too severe. It's irreversible. All treat electrical track switches.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
Pain. I haven't really tried switches here. Boy, we're saving this game apart here.
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Where are we headed?
You ask questions and then I'm trying to answer.
Go away, Phantom!
Okay, calm quiet.
You're not real. You're not real.
Oh, you got that? Mind the scene. You're liable to get scalded.
Okay, I think so. Right here. Let's use this. Oh, okay. This is what is it? Armor.
Sure.
Processing. Sweeping the...
Why did you shoot?
I'm going.
Unexpected noise. Investigating.
On my way. The last. Once we do this, there's... Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Okay, that is true. Okay, I see your point.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point.
But no,
Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm gonna cut Edgewater.
Oh, well. Okay then.
Okay, so this is the part, guys. Now they're gonna start shooting us. Let's go. Right.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater's cemetery's got corpses aplenty, enough for a generation's worth of crops. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Okay. What we're gonna do is we have remove Reed from Edgewater. She's changing how to remove Reed. Reed is doing some bad things in Edgewater, so we can probably remove him.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special. on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her. You know where to find me.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it. The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Topson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again. Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust. We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to Edgewater, she's gonna feel betrayed. Sure, suit yourself. I'll be here.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
So I have take out let's go. Spencer.
I appreciate what you've done, but we shouldn't be seen together.
think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they don't care much for me. He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Go ahead. Adelaide was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible. Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world. Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate. Go ahead. It is my job to keep two eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post. I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change, people change, but the veil will always be here. Spacer's Choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that. I wish you wouldn't say things like that. Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world to do. This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. The company keeps us warm, keeps us fed, keeps us working. Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. This is good old-fashioned gratitude. I appreciate what you've done for us. Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. Company never gave us enough medication to treat the whole town. So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child, or someone else's. She's never forgiven me. I don't expect she ever will. But I did. I made the decision. I am responsible for it. And I must shoulder the burden. I'm a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic. The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here, and only saltuna. The Saltuna's been a mite bland ever since Adelaide left. And we don't get as much Saltuna these days, so we've had to improvise to meet quotas. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like Saltuna in the end. Couple years, give or take, right around the time the first wave of plagues hit the town. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life. You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly? What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. You're right, I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
I know, right? So you might want to just get out.
Are you crazy?
Wait. I'm gonna try something, guys. Okay, save that.
Here we go! That's the last of them!
So that works. What happened there? Okay, I didn't know that you could. I'm concerned, if you are reading this, then I am no longer the outpost engineer of Edgewater. though the shedding of my motor coil through natural causes or through early retirement, stewardship of Edgewater has been passed on to someone else, you. Well, but most importantly, it is imperative that you keep the Spacer Shores family together. Adelaide and her fathers have taken camp on a peaceful place and working with us. Adelaide is pleased to reason in the pieces to unity and overtures. The only way to induce her to come back is by heading into jail or cutting off her power with the power shut off. The request for additional building materials has been denied. The walls was built 30 years ago and water repairs for this must signed and approved by your predecessors. Each of the reserves is unavailable due to incarceration, education, or death. It is yours until to obtain the last will and testament.
Something you need?
You just witnessed some
Something you need?
could have said okay, we should go back. You accepted it.
Are you out of your mind? You just killed him. A favor? You just made me an accomplice to murdering my boss. I can't. I need to leave. I need to get away from here. I need to get away from you. You killed Mr. Thompson for talking down his nose at me? You got a real twisted sense of chivalry, you know that? Let's just move on. I couldn't forgive myself if I let you loose upon the Vale unsupervised.
Look at that. The snake's come back. You have a peculiar comfort with violence. Killing off my garden, gunning down Reed Thompson. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
With any luck finding one of those manuals?
Alright guys, I think that's it for me. I mean, I might go stream later, but now I'm gonna rest for a while. Alright guys, till next time, bye.